Live from the Wayne L. Sumner Studios, WASU. Boom.
Good morning, Vietnam! Hey, this is not a test. This is rock and roll.
I wake up every morning in a bed that's too small, drive my daughter to a school that's too expensive, and then I go to work to a job for which I get paid too little.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
You're waking up with the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
Good morning and welcome here into the morning app on 90.5 WASU. It is a lovely Wednesday morning and we are here with Josh, Howard, Dovey, and myself, Kristen. And just to make this morning a little bit better, we have exciting news.
Do we?
We do?
Yes. On a Wednesday?
We will be giving away a pair of music festival tickets later in the show. Not right now, but later in the show. Listen for a pair of tickets. You can win your chance to go to the Breakaway Music Festival in Charlotte.
Ooh, that one's going to be awesome. So if you want to win, make sure you tune in a little bit later on the show. We'll have some more details for you. And, it's Wednesday, but fall break is here. It's basically here after today.
Well, let's get through today.
Let's get today. Yeah. Thinking too far ahead, but we're almost there. We almost reached that point.
Do you guys have a lot to do? Because I have two midterms.
Oh, yeah.
Are you serious?
I got two math midterms.
Good
I knocked
luck.
one out yesterday.
I did too.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done until I come back. So
I have so much to do before I leave today, but I'm in power mode. I'm in let's go, because you know what? There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and it is called 4 days of no school.
Come on now.
I'm so excited.
Well, you know what I'm excited about? I've been excited about this day since last Wednesday when I found out. Today is obviously, a couple national whatever days. And 2 days. Oh, man. My days connect so perfectly together.
I'm so excited.
Reading this calendar, I cannot believe how perfect they connected. Okay. First off, it is National Coming Out Day. Okay. Obviously, you come out to your parents saying, your, sexuality preference, I guess, to put it lightly. National Coming Out Day. That is also National Take Your Parents to Lunch Day.
They coordinated that. They were like,
Perfect timing.
It gets better.
How about we put our holidays together? Make it easier,
Yep, so you can take your parents out to lunch, come out to them at that lunch by having a sausage pizza, because today is National Sausage Pizza Day.
What?
All right, now this is some Illuminati stuff.
Sausage pizza should not have its own day. Let me just clarify
It's also
that.
tip your waiters a lot day. So. Wait a minute.
It is not actually. But it is also National Bring Your Teddy Bear to Work / School Day. Okay, now if you do that, you could probably be bullied at school and or work, but today is National Stop Bullying Day. So those kind of cancel each other out.
Wow, today's a lot of holidays. Come on.
Yeah.
And then the final one, if you bring your teddy bear to work or school day, nothing wrong with that. I respect it. I'll bring my teddy bear anywhere you go. Some people may bully you. We obviously don't encourage that. But if you do get bullied, today is National Emergency Nurses Day as well.
Wow.
Look at how well all of these connected together.
6 holidays in one day.
There's actually a couple more, but they just don't connect. Like General Pulaski Memorial Day. It really doesn't do anything, but...
Wow, those all lined up perfectly today.
Yeah.
That's
planned
kind of weird.
that.
They
Yeah.
almost intersect with one another. Like if you eat too much sausage pizza, it's also that nursing day.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you got a stomach ache, boom.
Every
You're
day
good.
should be Stop Bullying Day, though.
I agree.
Yeah.
Let's see, if you come out to your parents and maybe they get upset, you might be a little sad. Bring your teddy bear to work or school day.
Yes.
And then hopefully no bullying occurs, but if it does, you got that nurse.
You can use your teddy bear to help you build up the courage to come out as well, because you have something really soft and like nice and secure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like
Would you guys ever do that? As an actual adult, okay, we are all adults here, mild adults. We're learning how to adult. Would you bring your teddy bear to work?
I would.
I know you would, Josh.
Josh would. I would not.
oh yeah, I would love to be that guy. They're like, why are you bringing your teddy bear? I'm like the it's whatever day guy. They're like I'm always checking like what holiday it is, and they're like they'll know. They'll probably just be like, oh.
Yeah,
Must be teddy bear
Josh, you get really excited about these days. I want to see you practice them. Why don't you celebrate these days? Josh, where
I don't want to
turn
lie
it
to
on
my
him.
parents by coming out to them.
where's your teddy bear? Where's your sausage pizza?
I don't know.
I
wish I had a sausage pizza.
You get so excited about these days. I think I should challenge you to celebrate all of them.
Okay, well, I challenge you too. I will bring
No, I'm good. Thank you.
That's your challenge.
I'll bring my stuffed animal Snoopy dog, which I do have,
Aw.
to work one day.
No, only today.
Oh.
Today's the
I don't
holiday.
have them. I'm here.
Just a challenge. Think about it.
Well, you know what other day it is today?
I don't.
It's the day after the day that the new Star Wars trailer came out.
Wow, it's a national holiday, isn't it?
The day after the day it came out, because it came out on Monday, and
Yes.
we decided to geek out a little bit about the new Star Wars trailer. Kristen, you're going to be out of this because you don't really
Yeah, I've seen maybe
anything.
15 minutes of one Star Wars. You know, I can't get into it. I'm sorry. I did play.
okay, guys.
I played the Battleground video game growing up, and that's
Battlefront?
Yep, Battlefront.
She said battle.
It's okay.
Oh, no.
Dude, y'all are
That's
like,
all I got.
that always happens. Somebody's like, I've never seen it. And then they get this look of like, dumb.
They get shunned.
Dum, 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 da dum. They're just like super.
I'm not a movie person nor a sci-fi person. Sue me.
If I could force throw you right now, I think I would.
I'm sure that's a Star Wars joke.
It is. Oh, Howie
no.
got it.
I'll
no.
be the first one to say it though. I wasn't really that happy with the trailer. I think one thing I'm scared about this whole thing is that it's too similar to the originals.
If I could force throw you right now, I would.
That's just my personal thing. I was like, I think one thing, I was texting my friend and I was like, do you know that like really famous scene from Empire with the snow planet Hoth and like
Yeah.
the whole like the ship's like spinning around the other ship and it like trips it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he trips the AT-AT.
Yeah, I was like, I was
Yeah.
the AT-AT or whatever they call it. I was talking to my friend about that, and he was like, I would only be mad if they started off this new movie like that in a similar fashion. And then I looked at this trailer. They have the walkers. They have the AT-AT walkers. They're on an ice planet, and then they have like ships that are coming at them. And I'm like, dude, I swear if they do the same exact thing but like change it a little bit, I'm
They
gonna
had
be
that
really mad.
in the newest one. They had the AT-ATs and everything. I mean, they had the walkers. They had that in Rogue One as well. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just the
I think that's the
means
problem,
of
though.
attacking people. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's just repetitive.
I think this sounds like a different language.
Chris is like, what is an
Oompa
AT-AT?
Loompa.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, besides
That's
Dobie,
just my opinion, personal.
Howie, I thought this was one of the best trailers I have seen in a long time because it only got me more excited and it didn't give away everything. It put a whole bunch of like pieces around, but it didn't connect them all.
I thought it did
Right.
give away a lot, though. I don't know.
See, here's the thing, because like I got into Star Wars very recently. Like I watched all of them before Episode 7 came out 2 years ago. So I just looked at the trailer and I'm like, wow, like, oh, this just looks insane. It looks crazy. But there are some elements I'm like, yeah, this looks similar to the older ones. But at the same time, there's a lot of new storytelling to it, which I'm really excited for. That's what I got from the trailer, at least. But
I think it's fun. I like the characters. I have a good time watching it. I think it's just like there's not enough new stuff.
I don't know. I think
in my personal.
I think this was going to be really different because
I hope so.
I'm
Like, I want it to
wondering.
be good.
I'm wondering if Rey will turn to the dark side. I'm wondering if Luke will turn to the dark side. I'm wondering if maybe they'll completely get rid of the dark side and there'll be a gray Jedi. I want a gray Jedi. I don't know if anyone knows who that is, but that's kind of the
the
Jedi
one
that
that's, like,
embraces.
Kristen's face.
Yeah.
That's the
She's
embrace. That's
legit.
the
like,
Jedi that.
What are you talking about?
Kristen, don't interrupt.
She didn't do it. It was me.
It's
It's okay.
I just want the gray Jedi where they balance the light side and the dark side of the Force. I want to know who Snoke is. I don't want Luke to give up on Rey because that could be a good like mentorship there.
What do you have to say?
Okay, I will admit I have not seen any of these. I have little to no knowledge on Star Wars. I mean, I know who Luke is and whatever. But,
Do you? Who is Luke? What is his last name?
Skywalker.
Oh,
Ooh, ding ding ding.
got him.
Got him. Okay.
Slay.
So, but I think, okay, I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I think Dobie, low-key has a point here. How many times can you add on to this already immense story. I mean, how many movies are there out there? How many variations can you get? Like, I'm sure there's a bunch of characters that you could follow, but like, at what point is it overkill?
Kristen, they have like a million TV shows and books on the whole Star Wars universe.
I get that.
You can keep going.
I get that, but Harry Potter is, and I'm not comparing the two. Okay, if you're gonna get mad because I'm comparing the two, I'm just saying it is a similar entity in the sense that it is a very large movie that has gone crazy and they have their whole Universal Studios world and whatnot, but they knew when to stop. They have stopped the story and they knew when to stop, because now this is overkill with Star Wars in my opinion.
Didn't they just make a new book?
No,
Maybe
it's a completely different
a spin-off is still in the same universe.
No.
That's what we're doing with Star Wars.
It's the same universe, but it has absolutely none of the same characters, not even in the same timeline. Like, it's completely different. And you just mentioned Luke is in this one. I mean, how many times can you do this? At what point is it overkill? I mean, I've never seen them, but I just hear every year they're coming out with a new one. Come on, calm down.
It feels kind of scammy. I don't know.
I will say that Disney, they are going really hard with the movies, but
don't let her turn you.
I think that they're doing it every year, but as long as it doesn't harm the Star Wars franchise in itself, then it's okay. Because Rogue One came out last year, and people were like, "Oh, it's going to be trash," and it was one of my favorite Star Wars movies ever. Even out of the originals, it's one of my favorites. But
it wasn't trash.
I don't know. Some people thought it was trash, or some people.
No, it's one of the best movies in the franchise.
I don't know. We'll see. I just know I predicted Rey to turn to the dark side. When we come back on the morning app, we have a little bit more about the Breakaway Music Festival. Just keep listening on 90.5 WASU.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Welcome back, my fellow Mountaineer. It is 8:16 on this very nice and bright and shiny morning. Last day right before fall break. Everything's feeling good. So it's technically kind of like Friday if you think about it. It's like almost like a Friday show. You know what I mean?
Friday.
Oh,
Friday.
please.
Hang it down on Friday.
I wouldn't have said that if I knew that was going to happen. And just a reminder, we are going to be giving out tickets to the Breakaway Music Festival. So stick around till the very end. So, Howie, you got some fun facts about Apple and households.
See, look, we went from one controversial topic with Star Wars to now even more controversial with
perhaps
Apple.
the most of
We
all time.
get so heated when we talk Apple Android.
Like we talk technology or like movies or TV shows or something, we get
Heated.
like 100%. So
passionate.
Yeah, so this is actually a survey that was condoned. It was basically 64% of American households now own at least one Apple product in their house. So whether if that's a MacBook Pro, like Kristen has in front of her, if it's an iPhone, if it's an Apple TV.
You cannot call me out.
I'm just saying, I've seen Apple product in front of you, and you hate Apple. You despise Apple, and you have a MacBook
I think
right
she
in front of you.
specifically hates iPhones. I think that's where the real passion
No,
of her
I also
hatred
hate Apple.
There it is. There we go.
So I don't like the company. I don't like where they're going. I don't like their brand image. I don't like any of their marketing tactics. I don't like them. And I do not like iPhones, especially iPhones. However, their computers
pretty great.
are really good and worth the investment. And the only reason I think that I have a MacBook computer is because I'm in a technology major. If I was not in a technology major, I would not own this. I would be fine on a PC. I could operate fine and dandy on a PC.
Maybe it's a college thing too.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think like afterwards the chances of you having a MacBook goes down?
No. See, here's the thing, because I had a PC my whole college career until I just bought this MacBook, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing fine on the PC, but then I got into my major, and I was like, I need something more reliable. Like, we're so technology-based here in the major that I'm in, and that's going to be my career. So I think afterwards I'll still have this as well.
Especially like if you do production of any kind, you probably want at least one MacBook or you know, Apple laptop.
Desktop or something. Yeah.
I hope Apple listened to that entire conversation, and yes, you really love their laptop, but they're like, oh, she hates Apple? I hope they like reach their hand out of the computer and just mess up everything technologically speaking.
Well, then I would hate them more.
Like nonstop
that would not
ads.
help their
Like
case.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they'll
just
just like
bashing.
they're always
That's
listening.
a bad business move. They should send me free stuff.
See, you know what's crazy to think
kidding.
about is that 2 decades ago, that Apple was literally almost in the ground, and now they're 64% of households with
That's crazy.
an Apple
That's a big
device. And see, I have 3. I have my watch, I have my phone, I have my iPad. So I have 3 Apple products in my house, and the average is actually 2.6. So.
My parents do not have an Apple product in their house.
Really?
And if I still lived with my parents, this MacBook would be the only Apple product in that house.
So does your brother have an iPhone?
No.
All Android?
No. We all hate Apple.
Really? Huh. Okay, that's interesting, actually.
An anti-Apple family.
Apple's gonna nuke your home.
Yeah,
with the anti-apples.
That's a great business model. If you dislike us, we nuke you. So.
Hey,
I've got.
it won't get people from not getting them.
Yeah, I've got like 3. I think I got the iPad, I got the iPhone, and I got
You have
this
an
Mac.
iPad?
Yeah, I got.
Yeah,
I got
too.
it a while back. It's like the iPad Air.
What's
Yeah.
the use of an iPad?
I got an iPod.
Honestly, it's not worth it. But
No. It's
really not.
It's my Netflix device. So when I'm in bed, Netflix machine.
I tried to come up with another creative. Like I've been wanting to get like these little hooks that you can put on the wall. It's like a kind of like a DIY. Yeah. You can just like you just kind of like stick them to the wall, and then you just put your iPad into them, you know, into the hooks,
Right,
and then
Like
you
a
can
TV.
kind of like use it for like weather, or you can control your Spotify from there as well.
Yeah.
So you can. It just feels super. You're giving me this face like
It's handy at
because
times.
what
Oh
you're
my
trying
gosh.
to do is create like a smart home essence.
Yeah,
but we're in college, and
I know, but it's
But it's
what else
really
am I gonna use
cool.
an iPad for? I don't.
there's literally no other use for tablets.
See, it's like the iPad is not a necessity, but it's really nice to have. Same with my Apple Watch too. I don't need my Apple Watch to live, but it's really nice at times to have it around.
But also, like, here's the thing. I'm wondering when they're gonna finally get on that like Surface Pro game where like it's like half computer, but you can also turn it into like aren't most computers now like that's a really common thing for them to be not only like laptops, but they can also be tablets. You have a pen you can like get really artsy with. I'm wondering why they haven't gone on to that. That's like
well,
really
they do it
normal
with the iPad Pro. They're doing it a lot more now. They're having like keyboards come with it because if they did that, then they would kill the MacBook line if they did that. So.
But that's reversing essentially what the other computers are doing. So you're taking a tablet and adding a keyboard. Computers now are coming with keyboards, and you can turn it into a tablet. They're just doing the reverse model.
And I feel like there's going to be a point, and this is actually, I'm almost positive this is about to happen. At some point, Apple's going to come out with the new MacBook, and it's going to have the tablet on there. Like, we revolutionized the MacBook.
See, I don't know if they're ever going to do that though, because like if that happened, they would kill one of their lines off completely. So they're like in a really dangerous spot because they do that with the iPad. It's dead.
They are. That's fair because they are in a really dangerous spot with their phones right now. A lot of people I know have said that is the last iPhone that they will own because of what they've been doing.
My only complaint right now with Apple is that every week I find something different that they've changed about my phone on the iOS upgrade. I came in this morning and I need Howie's help. I still don't know what to do. It knows when I'm asleep, so it won't put my text notifications on my screen, or it won't like ding or dong when like something goes off or anything like that. I have to open it up, and then I see that I have messages. And I'm like, wait, I need to know, like, hear it during the night if something's going on.
Yeah.
And right now they know when I'm asleep. They know when I've been good. They know when I've been bad.
Santa's behind all this.
So
it is kind of creepy, actually.
I just don't want them to change any like. Let me have the upgrade. Let me get the very few things, but leave all my other settings alone. Like, don't lock me out.
Yeah, I don't like appreciate when you upgrade and it changes your personal settings. I know it does like a reset in itself when it upgrades, but like let me choose my setting. But that's also my like customizable mind where I'm like, no, Android, because they let me choose everything. You know,
it's customizable. You have a choice in this. You have a say in it, you know.
You get the pick.
Do I?
Do they?
No, not you, because you own an iPhone. Josh.
Oh, here we go.
You're an Apple product too.
Everybody owns them. So.
Well, what you could own though is some music festival tickets. We're giving them away a little bit later on here on the show. But coming up next is our favorite game, Real or Fake News. I think I'm winning, and I think I'm going to stay winning here on the Morning App.
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
Good morning. It's 8:31 in the a.m. and we still have tickets for the Breakaway Music Festival coming a little bit later on. But first, Ray's weather. And Josh, what's it looking like right now?
Well, it was a little foggy earlier on, but now it's about 64 out there, and I think we're going to get up to high 70s
Too
and
hot.
mid 70s
Too
for
hot
a
for
couple
October.
days here in a row. Maybe a little bit of rain. I know it flooded earlier, but it's going to be good weather, and we're all not going to be here because we're all going home.
I know, and the leaves are just starting to get perfect. They're just starting to look amazing.
Overnight, even.
Yeah, it does
That's all it
happen
takes.
overnight, yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be the perfect timing, too, because once it starts to get warm, it's going to get cold, and the winter's going to hit, and I'm going to be like, why am I here? Why did I go to App? What is wrong with me?
I'm so excited.
I can't wait to bring up my dog sled team.
Yes.
That's what you have to
missed them
do to
so
get
much.
to class, yeah.
See, this is her natural weather whenever it's cold. Chicago girl.
That's when I'm happiest.
If we thought she was weird before, just wait.
Dude, I'm ready
The
for
weather
cold
hits, she gets like off the walls weird.
I'm ready to get cozy.
I get
Yeah.
angry in the summer. Literally angry
The
because
heat.
I hate being hot so much.
That's why you're mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the heat.
It
makes you
does.
mad.
There's like a correlation between like being angry and like being hot.
Yeah.
apparently.
I believe it.
You get heated, but I'm.
You know what
Summer.
else?
Oh my
You know what
gosh.
else we get heated about here on the Morning App?
What's that?
Real or fake news.
Real or fake news?
I'm winning. I am winning.
Oh.
That is fact.
He is indeed winning.
Don't tear
I
me
can
down.
relay these scores. Also, keep in mind that the least amount of points you have, the better you are. Like
You're-
better shape you are.
You're getting better at explaining that.
It's such an odd thing to explain, and I really need to write it down.
It's like
I'm
golf.
like, whoever doesn't not have the least not amount of points.
I think there's a like triple negative in there somewhere.
So in last place is me with 14 points.
Oof.
Then Howie in second to last, second to first with 13 points, and Josh has 11.
Yeah, that's right. 2-point cushion over Howie,
Indeed.
3 over Dovey.
But today is a different day, my friend.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Oh, do you not believe in me, Kristen? Oh my God.
Okay, so here's how this works. I'm going to read 4 news headlines, and all I can tell you is the headline itself. You will determine if it is real or fake, and you will get a tally for every wrong answer. It's like golf, so at the end of the semester, lowest score wins. Are you guys ready?
all you have to say, Dovey.
I'm gonna take notes.
All right, y'all ready for the first one?
I'm always ready.
Okay. Man wakes up to 184 snakes in his house.
Oh. No.
That is oddly specific.
184 snakes.
184 steaks. What would that look like?
Where does he live?
I don't want to know. That
don't
sounds
know.
awful.
That
What
is
if
my-
they're just all baby
Yikes.
snakes? That ain't
Yeah,
gonna be
see,
that bad.
that's true. We didn't say this.
I have actually had that's my worst nightmare. I've had that nightmare several times where there's snakes everywhere, and I'm stepping I'm like a little girl when it comes to snakes.
I think snakes are kind of cute.
They can be, but I mean 100 and what?
84 of 'em?
84.
Oh no, just one snake is cute. That's too.
I
many.
don't know if I'd
Or
be.
baby snake.
I'm trying to figure out if I'd be more confused or more terrified.
I'm going real because of the number 184. Like, how in the world do you even come up with that for a fake news headline?
Yeah, I with Josh on that one. I agree.
I'm gonna have to say fake then.
Okay,
'Cause
you're already in
I
last.
like
That's
to
fine.
live on the edge.
All right, Josh, I'm going with you on this one.
Risk it
Real
all.
news.
Yep.
Oh boy.
And Dovey, you said fake.
Yeah.
All right, Dovey, you can stay in last place. You're wrong.
Oh no.
yeah,
lit.
it's real. That is
Have a different
real.
strategy here.
Can we get a little backstory behind it?
I really only have the titles.
He's a
I can work on the backstory for you. A dad wakes up to find the home crawling with over 150 snakes, specifically 184.
Obviously.
And I'd have to go through a bunch of ads to get to the actual article.
Okay, don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later.
Eventually. Ready for the next one?
I
Yep.
think so.
No.
All right. This woman eats 40,000 sprinkles a day.
A day?
That's fake.
40,000 sprinkles. I mean, sprinkles are so small.
It's fake.
40,000.
Who counts?
That's why
how
it's
many-
fake.
That's fake. Who's gonna be like, I'm taking my 5th sprinkle? You know, like.
Yeah, that's fake.
You guys are all agreeing on
Yeah,
this one?
there's
Yeah.
no way.
Come on, that's not that bad.
Stop trying to convince us.
I'm just trying to help you.
40,000 sprinkles.
Make you think
Yeah.
a little bit more.
If you did count, I mean,
No, because they come in packs and already counted. So you would just do
no,
like
they
100
don't.
packs
They
of sprinkles.
the packs of sprinkles
Yes.
have the exact amount of sprinkles in there. They do not.
Probably.
No,
There's
they
no way
don't.
you eat
It's
40,000
just-
sprinkles a day.
It's
There's
just
no
a
way.
random pack.
It probably does say that on the
There's
like
no
No,
way.
they don't.
the
no.
nutrition facts. Like one serving equals.
That's like a bag of
X
chocolate.
amount.
That's like a bag of chocolate chips. I guarantee you, they don't be like, "Oh, you have exactly 67 chocolate chips in here." No,
No,
they
it
just
wouldn't
throw a
be
bunch of
exact.
chips together. It's all about the weight. But again, you don't know how many there are. Yeah, that's right. I'm smart.
Fake news.
But I will say it's fake.
Yes.
I don't.
I thought I got you guys with that one.
You're right.
Just so disappointed. She
You
was
guys
like,
are
oh,
all right.
Yeah, see,
Swipe
look,
or no swipe.
2 for
Oh,
2.
man.
2 for 2.
All right.
Nice.
This next one is interesting. Pumpkin spice air freshener sparks an evacuation.
Why though?
That would
Because
be
it's
a
so
thing.
bad. That's why. It smells like gas, probably.
Is it because they all smelled pumpkin spice lattes or something, and they rushed out the door to try and get it at the latest food
I
truck?
love that.
That's why it's coming through the air vents.
It's
Oh,
Starbucks.
boy, they're here.
Let's
It's
go
in
to
the building.
Starbucks. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna say that is real news.
Yeah, I'm gonna also say that.
Agreed.
I think it's real.
We're all going real.
You guys are all agreeing again?
Yeah.
Come on,
As
where's
long-
the debate?
As
The
long as
debate
I'm
that
in
I
the
love.
lead,
Well,
I mean,
I'm not, so I have to play a different
No,
game now.
it
like,
seems like
we're
that's
never gonna
something.
catch up.
That's something that like I could definitely see happening because people wouldn't be too familiar with the smell because it doesn't come around a lot. It's only in October, so people are like, "Oh, what is that smell? It's pumpkin spice."
that'd also be in the news because it's like relevant. October's is just the pumpkin spice
real
month.
real news.
You guys are all agreeing?
news?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh,
Guys, you're
come
making
on.
this not fun for
Come
me.
on, Kristen. You gotta make it tougher for us. Come
Oh,
on.
I
man.
tried really hard here, guys. All right, well, you
Nice.
were all correct on that one, so no tallies for you. All right, this last one. I swear, if you guys all agree again.
me and Howie are 3-0.
Yeah, we are. Let's go.
Okay. The world's tallest man has been dating the world's tallest woman for the last 5 years.
The world's tallest man has been dating the world's tallest woman for the last 5 years.
5 years, which is
Huh.
would make sense.
It would.
It would, but I think it makes too much sense.
It's a little too crazy.
I think it makes too much sense. It's fake. That's fake news. That's too specific. That's too I don't know. It's too true to happen, I think.
I'm gonna disagree. I think it's real.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go real as well, just because I hope they can find love together because they should. They're the two tallest people. Like, give it to them.
Fake.
Come on.
I'm sure there was
News.
some world convention, world
Exactly.
record convention they met.
Nope.
They probably looked each other up in the Guinness Book of World Records. There probably was like a very small, minuscule, like, hey, this is my number. Like,
Tinder profile says like
Yeah.
only date people like 7'9".
Their profile picture's actually only their midsection, like tummy to chest
If you're
because of how
not-
tall they are.
If you're not 7'5", they'll probably swipe left. Or whatever, however the whole thing works.
7'5".
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
no.
gonna say.
I'm going real.
Yeah, I'm gonna go real.
All right, Dovey and Josh, you say real. Howie,
Yeah.
you say.
Fake news.
All right, Howie, you are correct.
4
Nicely
no.
done. Nicely
Thank you.
done.
Thank you. Taking a.
I'm going down with Josh.
No, you're not. I'm still in the lead. Leave me alone.
So
All right.
what's the score?
Josh is. Still...
It's close, but not for me, but for you guys. So I'm in last place with 16 points.
Ooh.
Howie, really close to first place with 13 points. Josh, 12 points.
See, I'm fine.
4-0 on the day. I'm coming back strong because I ain't going out like that.
Wait, I really wanted
I
that to
gotta-
be true.
Get back into shape. And like start looking up weird news over
Start
break.
studying, guys. All right, well, hey, if you like free concerts, it is time to call in 828-264-4905, and you could be the winner. First caller wins tickets to Breakaway Music Festival this weekend in Charlotte, starting Saturday. Headliner is Zed. Super Duper Kyle will be there. It is Breakaway Music Festival. First caller wins 828-264-4905.
happy last day before fall break. I know we are all extremely excited. I'm ready to go home and
Yeah, dog.
It's finally
just a
done.
break.
Cuddle my dog.
Ooh, I want to
Oh,
cuddle
yeah.
the dog.
That's legit. Number 1 reason to go home, cuddle my dog. Number 2, parents keep the pantry stocked.
That's
Well-
a fact.
Number
Hallelujah.
1 actually, parents.
Well,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Papa Cokes is listening and he's upset.
No, I love my parents. I did just go home last weekend though.
That's true.
I don't have a dog anymore, so I guess I'll go try and cuddle my brother, but he will definitely not appreciate that. I'll probably hit me, but we're going to try.
You can come cuddle my dog.
Okay, good.
She loves cuddles.
Mm-hmm.
But right now it is the best time of the morning. It is my favorite time of the morning. We are talking relationships. I love talking relationships, guys. This is my favorite thing to talk about. And right now I have red flags for you. So not great parts of relationship. The red flags of relationships.
Oh no.
I know those really well. Let's go.
These are just basically people have chimed in on stuff that they should have picked up on in a past relationship, red flags that they did not notice. Number 1 being, and this is funny to me, I don't know why I think this is funny, our red flag should have been when our anniversary was on Friday the 13th.
That's dope.
I like that though.
Dude, that's my luckiest day of all time.
What about April Fool's Day? I told you I know a couple that was married on April Fool's Day.
Is it real
That's
Yeah. Ha,
I'm
April
wondering.
Fools.
I'd be so scared the whole wedding. I'd be like, dude, I swear.
then? This is a joke.
I
Somebody's gonna
do?
come out and-
Like, I don't know.
That would be so messed up. If somebody just pulled the biggest April Fool's prank of all time. It's like, do you? Psych.
Sorry, this was all a joke.
Sorry.
Thanks for coming out, guys. You can go home now.
Thanks for the gifts.
All right. Another one is that every time a guy says, I'm not like the rest of them, that it should be a big warning sign because just in fact that they are like the rest of them.
Ooh, I think it's a big thing to not say to a girl you're interested in because you say, "Oh, I'm not like the other guys or
'Cause it
other
means-
people." Because you're
yeah.
comparing yourself to them, and then they're going to assume, "Oh, then he really is like that." You know, they're trying to say that.
You don't
just
have to say, just show it.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
just
Exactly.
do you.
Yeah.
Just do you, and
Actions.
then she'll see. You know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. He wanted to keep our relationship a secret. That's a red flag.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that one.
You
is a
should
red
not
flag.
keep any relationship a secret. You
Or
should be
she.
proud to be with them.
Let's
Or she.
throw
Yeah,
she
no,
in
no,
there.
for sure, of course.
Yeah.
But it should never be a secret. You should be proud of who you're with, you know,
Yeah.
if you're with them.
Yeah.
When a guy, and I personally do notice this one, and I definitely think that this is a warning sign. If a guy or just somebody calls his ex psycho or crazy, I think that's a red flag. Okay,
That's 3 out of 4 hms.
okay. So
We should talk
The
about
wings
it.
have it.
here's my logic behind this. Number 1, your ex is still on your mind. If you mention them, never mention your ex. If you're trying to talk to me, never mention your ex. You
I
know?
agree with that.
Yeah.
Number 2, you're calling them psycho or crazy, which means you have not maturely learned from what that relationship has taught you. You're just being immature about it and saying, you know what, I didn't like this relationship.
Call 'em
She was
out.
psycho. She was crazy. Now, if she was legitimately crazy,
Which can't happen.
Okay, yeah,
So
I was
that's
saying.
why we're
listen,
going,
But listen, here's the thing, though. It's like you're looking back at it and you're like, oh, I did nothing wrong in that relationship. You know, she's just psycho. I didn't learn anything from it. It's just, to me, it just shows immaturity a little bit because you're not, 1, you're talking about your ex. Immature. Don't do that. Number 2, you are talking about them in a negative light where if you were really over them, I think that you would talk about them in a neutral light and stuff that you have learned from them. You know?
I would agree with that if it was like out of nowhere and you just started talking about like, oh, my ex is crazy, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
In convo.
if they actually are kind of crazy, though. I
That's
mean,
different. Yeah.
yeah, that's why I think we were like,
Okay, but how many crazies are there out there? Like,
Oh,
'cause
I've
you
heard
guys
some
all
crazy
just
A lot more than
stories.
you think.
Yeah.
There are a
boy,
lot.
oh boy. And that sometimes is also the guy's fault, though. You know, sometimes the guy just messes up and makes her go crazy.
Yeah.
But
I don't
They're
know.
still
if,
crazy.
I would agree with that. Like, if you're someone's just like randomly like, oh, my ex is crazy, I'd probably be like, dude, what are you thinking about all the time? You know.
Right.
Whereas if you get a text message from the ex and you're like, I'm so sorry, I'm like distracted. My ex is like nonstop stalking me. She's absolutely
Oh,
crazy.
I would not be talking to you.
I
if
would
your
bring
ex
that
is
up.
talking to
I'd
you.
bring that up and let my girlfriend know that. You know, if something like that was going on.
Yeah.
Show her the messages.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if we were in the talking phase, and your ex was still talking to you, we would not be talking.
Right.
You know,
Right.
that just shows it's not closed yet.
Yeah, you're right.
But if she is crazily hitting you up and you're out of nowhere, and you've definitely closed that relationship, then she might be a little crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But it also shows bad on your part because you're talking bad on others, and that's just not a good character trait, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Another red flag here for you is that why don't you just get pregnant already so I can settle down?
Whoa.
That was a red flag. Oh, yeah.
What?
That's bad.
That's bad.
That's
Hello,
really bad,
girlfriend.
actually.
You should break up with him
Yeah.
easily. Take it
That
as
should get its own category, not a red flag.
take it as a big red flag if he literally stands up during your date to look around because he thinks his ex is there. That's bad.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
duh.
That's
Maybe
real bad.
he's stretching.
No.
No. That's really bad, actually, because you're on a date with your girl or your
Are you
guy.
embarrassed?
And you're literally looking around for your ex like, come on now. That's just terrible.
And this is another red flag, and I'll leave you with this one. My boyfriend told me he didn't want me playing video games because you can chat with other people, and I gave him no reason to be jealous. He just was. It's getting ridiculous. Red flag, girl, break up with him.
I want my
Video
girl to play
games?
video games with me.
Dude,
I'm
no
like,
one
yeah, because I play video games literally every day, all the time. So, like, that's
1v1 me.
Well,
big.
being a girl gamer is probably way different, especially if you're on headset, because everybody brings it
yeah.
up all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Like if they hear a girl voice, like, "Oh, we got a girl in the party,"
Oh,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
But so
Okay.
maybe that's from his perspective, but still, it's still usually
No,
not.
I want a girl to 1v1 me. Come on, let's go play.
Yeah,
Play me in Call of Duty
Yeah,
right
come
now,
on.
one-on-one.
Final destination, no items.
Well, actually, Kristen had the signs of red flags in a relationship, but I have signs that your significant other is actually head over heels in love with you.
Aw.
So I got a couple signs for
Gushy.
you. And Kristen,
Gross.
she probably loves this. Like, that's probably what she's thinking right now.
People love guys.
The way you guys think of the Star Wars trailer is the way she's feeling.
Let's
love it.
not go to that again.
So I'm going to have a couple of signs for you to take note of. One thing is they're never ready for you to leave. So if you have to go somewhere and you're like, don't leave, don't go, don't do it. Like,
Oh. No. I'm just saying, like, that's aw. It's like, I'm not saying, I'm saying aw. But, I think that, I mean, at least with us, I'm in a long-distance relationship. And so it's like, reality. They're going to have to leave, but it's not going to be long before you see
Makes
them again.
sense.
And it does
Right.
stink. It does.
Right.
But,
That's me with my friends, though.
yeah.
How you leave for the
Yo, you got some-
no.
Yeah, whenever Josh leaves, I'm
Romance
like,
going
bye,
on then.
Josh. No, don't leave
Don't
me.
leave me, man. Want to watch the Star Wars trailer again?
Yes.
Dude, we've watched it 50 times.
Oh, my goodness. Another sign is that they're interested in your life. So they're like, how's your day going? And then you tell them about your day. And they're like, oh, like, how can I help? Can I make it better? Like, oh, it's a good time to get a date. They're really interested in what you have to say about your day.
Well, I'm very interested in my friends' days, too, though, But I
Yeah.
guess that is a relationship, so.
That is true, because some people are just like, oh, I just had a good day, and that was it. Just leave it at that.
Yeah,
so.
tell me about it.
Yeah, I'm like, let's talk about it.
Yeah, true,
It was
true.
good.
Another thing is they want you to hang out with their friends. I think that's really, really important because with you and your boyfriend, we were all in the same friend group, so we still hang out all the time. And even when
Yeah.
he's here, we still hang out like in a friend group. So I think that's really important.
You want to show your significant other that you can hang out with those friends and like be compatible. You can be friendly. You can have a good time with them. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that's what. Yeah,
You can
like,
cross
connect well.
worlds almost.
Yeah.
Like an Avengers thing going on.
Yeah.
I don't know, like if that makes sense.
I like the reference.
I like
and
it.
the effort
a
of the
movie
reference.
universe kind of thing. Like, hey, let's trade characters. Kristen's
And,
just like,
Kristen, try
Yeah.
not to ruin this.
Yeah, Chris is like, oh my god. The last thing I'm gonna leave you with, guys, is they do thoughtful things for you. So like getting snacks. I've done this a lot. Like I'll go and get somebody a snack. I'm like, hey, you want anything? They're like, no, I don't want anything. And I'm like, I'm just getting you something anyway.
I like to do small things like make him coffee in the morning if I can. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
terrible at making coffee, but I will try.
Yeah, the favor for him is actually you not making him coffee.
Yeah, probably.
Load up the coffee. And thank you for listening to us this morning. We'll be back on Monday morning with Molly Brady. Enjoy your fall break and have a good rest of your day. It's the morning show on the Morning App.